All right, my lovers, good morning. Happy to be here with you all. Super excited to meet you. We've got less than 1 week to go. So next Tuesday, we're all meeting up at Sunshine and Snow to read the cards and get a pulse or a vibe check on the month ahead. I've got a friend from London coming to visit. It's all very exciting. Okay, let's get into these cards. I'm placing the cards down. I hope that you guys are doing great. Wow, what a wild and turbulent few years and just life. And I think one day I might do a little series of story times. I was working out just in the last 5 years. I think I've moved 5 times. And I actually, at this point, feel more settled than ever because I've been somewhere for like over 6 months, almost a year, just my own little container with my roller skates and the cat. So we're doing all right. Let's get into some energies from the cards. You guys, these readings are for fun and entertainment. If you're getting a series of readings that are feeling resonant, fantastic. It's great to get to know you here. If you want to book a private reading, come along to some of the events. So these tarot soirees with Sunshine and Snow, one of my favorite stores in North Devon, they're going to be on the monthly. So we're going to aim to meet up every month in circle, set the space, open the energies, and see what comes through. Let's get into it. Divine guidance and love and clarity for my lovers. Divine guidance and love and clarity. Divine guidance. Ooh, similar energy. I seem to recall similar energies for yesterday, like rocky foundations. There could be a turnaround of a situation here. The Wheel of Fortune, Judgment reverse, and then possibly an ability. Some of you might. So this goes from three of Pentacles reversed into the Four of Pentacles, and someone's gonna say, "Oh, you've got to express it," but no. This is more like there's an up level, so it's like receiving some money. But Four of Pentacles, again, depending on the context, it makes me think of, don't talk about it. It's like receiving a sizable inheritance and being in a circumstance in life where it might not be too wise to mention it to anybody. It's like keep your pentacles close to your chest, sort of vibratory. I'm hearing lucky break for some of you. So there is a lucky break coming through. I'm feeling it's likely to be regarding finances. So being smart, I want to say, but it's also very divinely orchestrated, like all of this magical, mysterious life. So we're going to get a lucky break. The Wheel of Fortune is going to turn things around. Again, serendipitously, maybe. Pattern break. So 10 of Sword reverse. There's a situation regarding the Pentacle or just regarding our physical reality that has moved really, 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 really slowly. And I'm thinking this is so we've been maybe moving toward a situation that feels like it's been dragging out or moving out really slowly. And now we're in the situation where some foundations aren't working. Certain judgment calls are having to be made. This is like the final countdown. I don't know what that entails, but for this is like closing down or ending cycles in relationships. This is ending long-standing work patterns. These are maybe walking away or ending certain familial dynamics, certain thought patterns, certain sabotaging patterns, because the turnaround is a lucky one. The Nine of Cups is a luck card. Feeling lucky, you get a lucky break. And the kind of leaning into feeling lucky is what's going to help alleviate the grief from the past cycle. 10 years, maybe 9-10 years, right? There's like a substantial amount of time that we've been like, we're trying to work through stuff. And then 9 of Cups is like, it's here now, baby. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. You guys, that reminds me of the olden days a few years ago when I would broadcast live on All to Love TV. And a whole bunch of just random silly shit would come through. It was brilliant, really. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. Yeah, this is so it's like, oh, a situation that's been moving slowly, really quickly. Lots of pentacle here, getting messages. There could be disappointment somehow. Okay, so there could be something like if we don't take the new beginning, there could be disappointment. Interesting, intriguing, my lovers. There's the messages coming through. These are probably messages worth nurturing or like sitting with, right? Being with these messages. I don't know if this is something that you've walked away from. This is something, a new beginning that we walked away from, but there's some sort of heartbreak within it. And with the Three of Swords, I would say, yeah, it could be a bit of a dance. So the reading is coming through as mainly to do with our money and finances and our feelings, our emotions. Three of Swords might be about like other people, relationships. I mean, the close relationships that have the power to hurt our heart. And yet this is all reversed. I'm like, this is maybe something that happened in the past that we had to walk away from, but there's something here about like, but we didn't walk away from it. Something, it never maybe started, hence the slow moving and then messages and then wanting to move things forward. This is possibly uprooting a foundation that's not stable. And some inner work here, my lovers. Some inner work. I always see Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is like the travel card, or it could be like adventure, gap year. But Three of Wands reversed to me is like going within. So taking like shamanic journeying, going within ourselves to excavate some truth. I think for some of you, part of keeping your pentacles close to your chest for now is that you're wanting to create something. You're very likely like brewing with ideas about maybe a business idea or maybe a travel idea or just something that's coming through your imagination. Yeah, this is important to close down these cycles, you see, because we have all this potential. We have all this potential coming through, and yet if we're going to persist in harping on, if we're going to persist in going around in circles, then it's like we're not going to create what we want. That's the shift of perspective, right? Blaming and attacking our external circumstantial reality versus owning and integrating our emotions and feelings so that we can transform them, so that we can change them. I say it lightly in a short share, but these are our alchemist. This is the alchemy. This is the potential of our alchemy with regards to emotional transformation. And yet from my personal perspective and journey, that's part of the reason for things like meditation and yoga and being embodied and feeling and sensing and being able to hold space for ourselves and just watch emotional reactions and triggers, watch ourselves act things out and observe where the action is coming from. Part of the power of meditation is that we can hold space for certain emotional reactions that can eventually transform our behavioral patterns. And that's, fundamentally where the power is at. And that's part of the shift of manifestation. And for me personally, divine healing is that it's not about willpowering, forcing ourselves to be a certain way, to be the good person or to be right or to be something. It's purely just to embody the truth of our own divine expression, right? We're all unique individuals, and to excavate, I call it the karmic backlog or default setting, but you could call that trauma, generational trauma, inherited trauma. Spin word. I think these words are words. It's people can be reactive about them, but they really are just impacts, moments of impact that as a little person, we didn't know how to digest. That's all. Usually from an adult perspective, you're like, well, that's not that bad, is it? And you're like, no, but when I was 3 years old, it was like, traumatizing, you know? And hence with enough emotional awareness and perspective, we can honor and forgive and like see people and understand. I think understanding is just such a beautiful thing. And that's the Hala Shazam for today, my lovers. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Look after yourselves. I'm hearing something, and don't forget to be smart. High five. Enjoy yourselves. Lots of love. Oh, and check out this is one of the, so I often have shown up with these little sort of crop top things. And this is one of them. I'm slowly uploading some of these products to the YouTube channel. But I cut the box tee to make it because I don't really wear t-shirts. Anyway, who cares? No one. Maybe someone does. Thank you. Have a wonderful one. Look after yourselves. And yeah, happy to be alive here with everybody. Peace out.